I'm out here digging, and it's pretty hot this morning. Been out here for a couple hours since dawn, and it's starting to get hot. I don't have a whole lot to show. Let me see what's in my pouch here. So far, I wanted to dig instead of try to film. I think my best find so far is actually a valve stem from a tire. But this spot I've hit pretty hard, and so there's not a lot left, but I just can't get away from it. You know how that is. Anyhow, I'm gonna do some more digging here, and then when it gets too hot to exert myself, I'm gonna go walk some rows in a spot about 20 minutes drive away, where my wife and I had eyeballed some things last hunt, and I got a couple more rows to finish there, so that'll keep me occupied today. All right, get digging. No idea what that brass piece is. It looks like it may be hand finished, so it's probably old. I'm in a section where I think I'm getting some newer stuff though, so it's hard to know. Something definitely that will go in the what's it box, and I'll try to pair it up later with whatever it belonged to. All right, back at it. Well, another what's it. You can see the finishing marks here, where they filed the piece down to after it was cast. It's a mark of an old piece. I don't know what it is. Almost looks like the same age, patina and everything than, compared to the last piece I dug. But it'll be interesting to figure that out. Don't see any attachments anywhere, which is also weird, although there could have been an iron attachment here. So I like it, whatever it is. I just don't know what it is yet. Keep digging. Well, I just dug a tack button. You can see that kind of stippled design there. Actually has a brass piece here on the back. Normally they were iron attached, so that's kind of unusual. These were turn of the century up to like the 1920s or so. So I like that. It's an example that I don't have with that brass attachment. All right, back at it. This is a shuttlecock or a gas valve or something like that. I'm in a spot kind of adjacent to the spot that I like. I did a couple rows in the other spot this morning, and I beat it to death. So I think the next time I come here, I'm going to come through with. I've been through it with the Fisher many times. I think I'm going to come through with that Equinox and see if it can pick anything out. All right, so yeah, so I'm going to continue over here. Stuff's a little newer, but that's fine. All right, keep digging. Well, here's an eyeball find from the surface. That is definitely a hammer from a weapon. I don't know whether it's a child's hammer or from a cap gun, cast iron cap gun or something similar, or whether it's this tang down here that I don't recognize. But either way, I like it, and it's a cool relic, and it's coming home with me. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, I did dig this. It's got the number 8 on it. It's got some lines here like it's turned. That's a pretty old item, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I'll have to figure it out later. I may have another piece of it from the same field, so I'll have to take a look. Anyhow, it's curious. It's probably early 1800s, I would imagine, whatever it is. Anyhow, it's hot. I'm gonna go do some eyeballing. I'm worn out from digging. It's I can handle it when it's 100-degree heat index, 105, 108. When it starts to get to 110, 112, that's when I'm like, maybe it's not so fun anymore. I've been out with it in the 120s, the heat index in the 120s several times, and that is not fun. And I got to draw the line somewhere. So stay tuned. Well, this is perfect conditions here. They have sprayed this field, so it's killed all of the with herbicides, so it's killed all the weeds and junk, so you can really see, the non-dirt finds. You can see the glass and pottery and stuff. I brought my flipper, so that means I'm gonna have a good day today, eyeballing. All right, I'm gonna do a couple of rows here, and then probably call it a day. All right, let's get eyeballing. Well, I'm gonna pick up probably 100 of these. So I'm not going to film them all, but there's a prosser button. All right. Well, down here in the sidewall is a marble hiding. That's cool. All right. Kind of Oreo cookie marble, black and white. Cool. A little tiny bead here. A little baby bead. That's cool. It's so relaxing to be out here in Eyeball. Not have to worry about digging and sweating and goodness. I mean, it's hot, but yeah, it's just nice. Well, I don't know what that is. It's too small to be a cent, but it looks like a coin. It really looks like a coin. What is that thing? A link in a coin bracelet? It's got a bust on it. Isn't that wild? Whatever it is, I really like it. Probably a link in a coin bracelet, but I'll clean it up when I get home. Cool deal. Neat. Here's another bead. Not very old, but it is glass. Cool deal. Back to eyeballing. Marblage. The marvelous find. Marvelous. Ooh, it's hot. Ouch. Just a cat's eye. These coins really do blend in with everything. That's a small cent. Come on, at least be a Wheatie. What are you? Probable Wheatie. That's the front. Oh, it's a memorial. Boo. Well, I hope that this is gold or silver or something. It looks like the back of a pocket watch or watch. It is the back of a watch, but I think it's probably going to be stainless. Yep, stainless steel back. Darn. Well, I had my hopes up for that. All right, back at it. And here is a baby doll arm or leg. Very cool. It's kind of slightly bent. It's probably an arm. Neat. Here's a bottle stopper sticking out of the ground. It's broken as usual, as most of them are. Cool. Purple color from the sun. Alright, back at it. See, this marble is an example of why you have to hit these at the right time. So the marbles start out on the top or on the side and they weather out with successive rains and they roll down the bottom. Well, where does all the silt go? It goes into the bottom. It also is where the plows go, and the plow will of course damage those. So that's why so many marbles get damaged as opposed to coins that don't get touched often by the plow as often. Although we have had some tacoed coins, but this one has already rolled down into the bottom where of course it was going to get covered up probably the next rain, covered up by silt. So that's a nice marble rescued. Anyhow, so that's why timing's important with all of this eyeball stuff. All right, back at it. Well, folks, that is a setting from a ring. And I don't know whether it's paste or real. That's definitely what that is. I just looked down and saw it. That's awesome. It's probably paste, but goodness, that's cool. Wow. Very cool. Sure is shiny. I bet it's paste though. Alright, back at it. Well, it's a nickel, and I don't know if that's a wartime Jefferson or not. Probably not, but I'm always hoping. I don't know. It looks kind of shiny. I don't see a mint mark above Monticello, so that's later. All right, darn. I was hoping for a little silver here. Sometimes I've walked up on silver coins just laying, so keep my hopes up. All right, back at it. And here is a marble, pretty smoky colored marble. That, yeah, nice. That Jefferson nickel was in 1946, so it was just a little off from being a silver nickel. All right, keep going. Look at that. Look at its beady little eyes. It's a bead. Yeah, glass bead, red. Cool. You all know what that is? Do you know what that is? It must be a Bennington marble. That's what I'm thinking it is. Awesome. Well, well, well. It must be a Bennington marble. That's what I'm thinking it is. I got 2 for the day. Heck yeah. Cool. All right, keep at it. Well, folks, I'm on an early spot, and I'm finding beautiful pottery, and yeah, I started digging again. Yeah, it's 111 heat index. I've been finding pipe stems, beautiful pottery, and just a musket ball or 2. And it's crazy. Here's a gunflint. That right there is a French gunflint. It's the only one thing that can be that color. Yep, it is really worn down. But that's exactly what that was. Crazy. So I'm just going to keep going here. I haven't found many good metal targets. One little piece of a pewter spoon and a little piece of a heel plate. But there's got to be something good in here with stuff like this. I mean, that's early stuff. All right, well, we'll see. Well, folks, I've been here 11 hours. Started out in a field that was probably pretty bare on targets. I figured I wouldn't get a whole lot. Ended up going to the field beside that and found a couple of more modern things and some trash. Went and eyeballed after I had a little food, and then stumbled on this spot, and I'll tell you, this spot is weird. I have dug the heck out of it. There's just a little bit of aluminum can. There's a couple of pewter pieces, a couple of pieces of brass, and just pottery. And it's all old. Pipe stems, pottery. I just never seen anything like this. You would think there'd be a flat button here. Out here in the middle of nowhere, I sincerely doubt that anybody's ever dug this before. I think it's just an isolated dump where people hauled just one wagon full of stuff and broken pottery and glass and dumped it out. So yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I gotta come up with another game plan here for the last 3 hours of daylight, and yeah, see what I can get into. Hey everybody, well, I got a hard 1 nickel here. Let's play the nickel kissing game. Be at least a V. Come on. Be a V for me. It is all credit up. Goodness gracious. Hard to know. Oh, I see some stars. So that's a good sign for a V. Yep, I think that's a V. I think that's the orientation. You can see the stars down there. All right, good deal. At least I got something old. All right. Whew. Maybe. Keep digging. Well, folks, I'm heading home. It's been a long day and some ridiculous heat. And goodness, got a couple storm clouds moving in, but probably not gonna do a whole lot. Yeah, that old site was just a bust. I was convinced something cool was gonna come out of there. And I'm happy I got the gunflint, but yeah, it's a long day in the heat for a V-nickel and some eyeball finds, like that setting out of the ring. But yeah, you can't hit it every day, and especially in the summer when you got 10-foot tall sugar cane in most of the fields, so you're on backups of backups at that point. So anyhow, Catch y'all on the next.